So guys, the IAR-93 is finally here and we can play with it. So let's test a little bit in some battles and talk a little bit if it's worth to actually keep this aircraft or not. I gotta say, it is an interesting one, but very similar to other types of aircraft or other aircraft in general that we already have in the game. So if you don't know, this aircraft is very similar to something like a MiG-19. It feels like you are flying something along those lines. It doesn't have the most amount of roll. It compresses in high speeds, but it is very fast and it can turn very well in the right speeds, right? So it's an aircraft that, with that and the low BR that it has of 9.0, it feels directly linked to something like a MiG-19. You're gonna face the same things that these aircraft fight, you know, the MiG-19. And the way that you fly the aircraft, the way that you feel like when you are flying it, will have a very similar effect on your mindset of the MiG-19, you know, when you are using the MiG-19. So let's get to some battles and talk a little bit about it while we fly. So at the early stages here, I was trying to do some multi-role over here, trying to bomb some things and stuff, just to see if it would be worth it, right? Of course, for grinding a stock aircraft, it might be worth it, especially because you do get your bombs and missiles in loadout when you are stock. So I would advise you guys to use that. Just drop your bombs on anything that you can see and go fight aircraft. And yeah, guys, I think the major thing about this aircraft is it's the guns in these types of battles. You will notice how much lead you are just putting onto the enemy. It's just crazy, you know. It really is a lot of rounds. But at the same time, it is the Grisha 23, right? So it has a very fast fire rate, but at the same time, not a lot of ammunition if you think about it. So just think about that when you are, you know, flying around. I had 400 rounds when I shot at that Q5, and now I have barely, you know, 300. So it's crazy how fast this thing goes, and with technically 4 cannons, because the Grisha is a double cannon kind of situation, right? It means that you only have basically 100 rounds per barrel, which means that you don't have a lot of time when clicking your gun, okay? But with the amount of lead that you have, you can just spread around and get very easy kills like that. So it's very, very, very easy to get a lot of kills with these guns. They do not have a lot of range, but they are perfect to just spread around in a general direction of a target and get a kill. Honestly, you don't need to aim it properly to get a kill with this thing. It's just very, very good on the guns. The only one thing that you have to worry about it with it is that you don't have a lot of ammunition. It's just so fast firing, and you have only 400 rounds, so you gotta think about that. On the missile side of things, you have the good old R3Ss. Basically, it's an R3S over here, an A9B pretty much, right? Which is the A91. So is it worth it to use these missiles? Yes, definitely, yeah. Half the kills that I'm getting are for these missiles. Why? And then we're gonna start with the part of the video about the BR of this aircraft. This aircraft has an incredible BR. It almost is OP. I'm not gonna say it's OP because even a slow aircraft like a Sabre or a MiG-15 can kill you if you're not careful. But the thing is, if you are, you know, a little bit careful, just maintaining your speed and getting in and out of dogfights at the right time, it will mean that you will get a lot of kills, especially in the down tiers. Or it's not such a big down tier, it's pretty much the same BR that the aircraft is, but the 8.7s, 9.0s, when you are facing these things, you can do very well. Why? Because you have a lot of acceleration, you have a lot of speed, and together with that, people are just not expecting missiles from time to time in these BRs. Yes, you will see some aircraft flying with missiles and stuff, but people are just not, you know, aware that you will have missiles sometimes, which is kind of funny. They just don't expect it. When it's like less than a kilometer of distance, it means that it's almost a guaranteed kill, even if you are using an A9B. Of course, if you push the limits of the missile like here, it's gonna miss. You know, it's gonna miss. It's not an R60, it's not an AIM-9L, it's not an AIM-9M, it's not it's an AIM-9B. So at the end of the day, you gotta just think that you are limiting yourself in the range to get kills with the AIM-9s, but you get a lot of kills with it if you use them correctly. It's incredible, and the aircraft itself is very good. I know a lot of people are complaining about this thing, but to be honest, it had kind of a high BR. I thought it was okay, but still it was kind of high. And then they lowered the BR. And if you fully spay this thing, it will have 4 missiles, so, and a lot of performance. So I don't know, guys. It is one of the best 9.0s you can have in these matches. It's kind of crazy how good, you know, it's just how good this aircraft is. So it is really, really good. Really is fun. You gotta be careful with the up tiers and with the crashes. I crashed a lot getting used to the compression. It has a lot of compression, but beyond that, you can do it all. Just maintain your high speed, be careful with some crashes, be careful with compression, use your missiles carefully, use your ammunition carefully, and you will get a lot of kills. It's just so easy to fly this thing. So to answer the question, is it worth to keep it? Well, guys, I think yes. I love this thing. The thing is, some people might not care about this. If you don't care too much about it, of course, maybe try to sell it if you got the points and stuff. But beyond the persons that really, really don't care about the IAR for the history or anything, like if you're just a general player, yeah, it's a very good aircraft. This aircraft with a talisman could be an amazing asset for you to grind because it's so easy to fly. You get so many kills. It has a learning curve, don't get me wrong, it does have a learning curve, but it's not the biggest learning curve ever, you know, so it means that you will get used to it while you are grinding with it, spading it. Once you spade it, you're gonna get a lot of kills and you can dominate if you know a little bit of what you are doing. And at the same time, it can be a very good aircraft for ground striking in ground battles as well. So it is a very cool aircraft, and with such a low BR, it can be a powerful asset for your for your trees, basically, right? So let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think about these aircraft? I love it. I honestly love it. I know some content creators and other people don't like it too much. I don't know if you can hear Laika crying on the door because I locked her out to make sure I can record. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about it. I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe as always. Click the like button, always helps a lot. And I'm gonna take care of my dog now because she wants attention. But yeah, guys, I see you guys on the next one, like I said, and bye. See ya.